This video is going to show how to get 100% Dark Souls 3. That's all the items, weapons, and spells in the game. So to start off, I'm going to start with the class Sorcerer. It comes with a couple free extra spells and a free ring. Sovereignless Soul, just to get a little extra souls for starting out. And so, I'm going to try and keep this as smooth as possible, but there's going to be a lot of cuts. So be prepared for that. So it starts you off in the Cemetery of Ash. So the only thing we really need here is going to be the Ashen Flask, which comes right here. And once we have that, we continue on, go to the bonfire, and then fight the boss. So you can get a couple of free hits on the boss if you just attack it as soon as you take your sword out. But the boss shouldn't be too hard. This isn't a pro strats on how to beat Dark Souls, so there's plenty of videos for that. But might as well talk through this fight at least. Usually I'm more of a melee character, so I tried to stay up close, got hit. So now I'm going to go with spells. That is one of the perks about this, is that spells make it a lot easier. And make sure once you stagger him, just keep wailing on him. He's going to do a big transformation. And just, whenever he does that jump, make sure to dodge. As long as you stay calm and collected, boss fight shouldn't be too bad. Start to learn his moves. And apparently if you die, will start to also learn new moves, so once you think you know, you might learn something new and trip you up. Wrap this boss fight up here pretty quick. It's just about down. And that'll be the end of this part. Once you get him down, you can hit his head for a bunch of damage. I moved out of the way for some reason and stopped hitting his head, and got smashed. Quick spells can fish this guy out. And so now that he's gone, the bonfire over there we can get, and I'm just gonna skip through. So I open these doors, and the only item we really are concerned with in this section is gonna be the katana and the master's set, which will be our first set gear, or set items. I died here, as you can tell. This guy can, well, if he gets a riposte on you, if he parries your attack, he can one-shot you with a mage, and that hurts real bad, so I died. But luckily, one of the upsides of mage that makes things really easy to cheese like this and just being far away, and is the Ashen Flask. You can actually get a bunch of extra uses. So that's that. Now we're going to go into the actual Firelink Shrine. So here there's 4 NPCs that we need to talk to. Make sure to talk to this guy, he'll give you a gesture.
Well, good. Don't.
And it's always a good idea to just exhaust every conversation option whenever you're talking to guys or girls. And then this guy, he will later, once you beat one of the bosses, be boss weapons.
No.
But for now we're just going to talk to him. Now we're done talking to this guy. Talk to this lady, level up. I don't know if it actually will do anything to actually talk to, but you might as well.
Farewell, Ashen.
And then this guy you definitely need to talk to. He gives you another gesture. A lot of people probably miss this. I know I did my first playthrough, but if you just talk to him a couple times, then he'll give you the hurrah gesture. And the last person is going to be Maiden, where you can buy most of your stuff. If you have a ton of souls and you didn't die a bunch of times, like me against that master, you can buy the chainmail set, but otherwise, stick the sword into the bonfire, and we'll go to the first real level outside this tutorial. See you there. Now that we're in the high wall, we're gonna skip the first bonfire and try and get straight to the second one. I mean, in your game probably picked this, but I'm just gonna skip it for now. And it's pretty easy to get to. You can just run through most of this stuff. There's a couple of treasures along the way which you may want to pick up, but I'm gonna skip them for time's sake. And so you just want to follow down this ladder through these cells. You'll come up here. I get stuck by this guy pretty much every time. I don't know why I still try and shortcut it, but anyways, come up here, and there's a dragon who breathe fire, so just make sure to sprint through here, don't fight those guys. You can open that door even if it's closed, so make sure to go through here. Back there in that treasure chest is a mimic. You can either fight him, just don't try and open it or else he'll eat you, and that's usually a one-shot kill. But anyways, come through here, and later we'll get a hunter's charm, which will actually make the mimic go to sleep and let you get the item for free without fighting him. So coming up these stairs, now we're at the bonfire, and I'm just going to skip to the next clip, which we're going to actually go back through where we came from and try and get the Estus shard, which will increase the amount of heals you can use, as well as the cell key, which will unlock an NPC that you need 100%. It sells a lot of stuff. So if you speed through here, and where my souls are on that anvil is going to be where the Estus shard is, so get that, and then I already got it and died. There's the cell key. So those are two main items that we need from this area. After we get those, go back to the bonfire, and then below you can see that there is actually, if you follow the way through these holes, another section that we can go to. And just make sure to dodge all these guys, unlike what I did. And you'll end up down here. And using that cell key, you can open up this and talk to this guy. He'll give you a ring, and if you accept to do his stuff, he'll go back to the Firelink Shrine. So now at the Firelink Shrine, I'm gonna run, go talk to him over in the left here.
Oh,
And so he has a specific quest that we'll do more on later, but you can buy the leather armor here and a lot of weapons as well. So after you're done purchasing leather armor, that'll be set number 3. You'll have the master's set, the chainmail set, and then the leather armor, as well as the sorcerer's set. So I guess technically 4th, but that doesn't count in the checklist. Once you do that, talk to this guy. Up here, he appears after you get the second bonfire, and gives you those cracked orbs. So now, I'm going to speed through, and go get the shortcut, which will allow you to get to the boss much easier and much quicker. So just follow through the same way to get to the anvil. I'm just going to speed the video up here. And then once you get here, just drop down. I'm going to get that because I definitely am going to need it. I know that this boss is tough and I'm not really strong with weapons, and my sorcery isn't particularly strong either. So if you take a right out here, follow up here, those guys' arrows can go for a very long time, so you gotta watch out. Take this elevator up, and once you take this elevator up, it'll have a locked door that's a one-way, and you'll have to open that up, and then I'm actually gonna go to the first bonfire. That's where the shortcut is up. Watch out for those axe guys. There's also a guy up there that you can see, and he will definitely crossbow you. Here's the first bonfire. We'll be spawning there from now. And I died, but I'm gonna speed back down now from there. So the goal now, we're gonna talk to a lady who's gonna give us Covenant item, Way of the Blue, as well as another thing which will actually be a key item to, if you get to the next section of the game, You literally can't beat the game without talking to this lady unless there's some super skips that I don't know about. We'll come in here. This is a safe zone. Skeletons outside won't follow you in here, so I'm taking this time to heal. My teeny health bar. And then make sure to talk to her twice, or else you won't get the Way of the Blue. And Way of the Blue Covenant item you want to put on, because anybody who's a Blue Sentinel or Dark Moon is going to like you a lot if they get summoned into your game, because they get summoned if you get invaded. And that doesn't happen very often, so they don't get summoned very often, so it's like impossible to level up that Covenant. So anyways, walking down these steps, you get to the boss door. And this is the boss arena. Those guys won't follow you in. You can just not worry about them. And you can also summon guys outside as long as you're embered. So I'm going to use that ember. And I'm going to summon some guys. Here's the boss fight. The second boss isn't too bad. He's got a cold element, so you have to watch out or else he'll get you frostbitten. And frostbitten you will move very slow. You have fat roll, I'm pretty sure. But if you're mage, which if you're following this guide you are, just stay back, summon some guys if you can. And you can use your heavy soul arrow or regular soul arrow, it doesn't matter a whole lot. And just damage him from afar. If you want to solo him with melee, then just act like these guys are, stick right underneath him, he can't hit you until he goes through this phase. You should do 3 charges. I can easily one-shot a mage in a bunch of melees. Now he's doing a freeze attack. That will insta-permafrost you. It'll be even slow, take a lot of damage. You can stun him when he's doing that. And so now these guys are finishing it up. Our Sunbro's almost dead, but he probably is going to heal up. And so now the finishing touches. Second boss is down. I always like to do that, or say thanks to those guys. Get the bonfire, and the doors will open. You can go down here, put down the banner, and go to the next area. So, thanks for watching. If you like this video, then make sure to watch the next one, and let's get 100% together. Thanks.